What's going on, you guys? It's BlazeTech, and in today's video we're going to be looking at the Sony WH-1000XM4, which is pretty much a Sony headphone. And the purpose I actually bought this for is because I'm going to move to Queensland soon, and what I want is some headphones that actually do a good job at noise cancelling, so that's why I bought these. And I've not actually tried them before, but from what I've heard, they're pretty good, so let's have a look. So just looking at the boxing of the Sony WH-1000s, they are a industry leading noise cancellation headphone, and as you can see it's a Sony headphone with a USB Type-C, and if you look at the bottom, it can run Google Assist, has 360 reality audio, Alexa built in, high res audio, and 30 hours of battery life, as well as Bluetooth. And if we move to the side, we have a wireless noise cancelling function, which is awesome. Going to the side, nothing but a blank box. And going to the back, as we can see, that's the headphones themselves. And through the pad on the side of the headphones, you have the ability to pause and play music, accept calls and mute your voice, go back and forth between songs, and a function to turn your music or your movie up and down in the volume. And as you can see, we get a nice carrying case for these Sonys, and with some more options. So we got a music playback time, maximum of 30 hours, and we got another playback time with NC off, which is maximum of 38 hours. Then we have a quick charge of 10 minutes, which allows you up to 5 hours of playtime, which I find pretty impressive. Moving on to hands-free calling with HD voice, so that's cool. Noise assist function, USB Type-C, which is cool because USB Type-C is pretty much universal. A headphone cable is available, a plug adapter for in-flight use is available, and a carrying case. And it's a USB charge only, and all the other information is pretty much jargon. Moving to the other side, we got some Research Corporation, and moving down the box we just got a nice Sony logo, and back to the front. So let's actually do a unboxing of this, and hopefully there's actually a pull tab somewhere if I can actually find it. I'm pretty sure this is a pull tab, or it's pretty much close enough to a pull tab. Cool. Alrighty. The box feels cool, but that's without a doubt. So if we actually, nice, cool, very cool. So this box you can kind of just throw away, and if we look inside, there's actually nothing fancy in it. Now, just before we open this up, there's nothing on the back or the sides, just a purely blank box. So easy setup. And I'm not even going to try and save that. If we open this up, you can actually get a nice padding in it, and oh, mesh. So maybe you can stick a couple of pens or something like that in there if you want to. And finalizing what's actually in the box, you get this, nothing else. So what actually is this? 360 reality audio, free trial. Okay, thank you. If someone wants to use this code, you know, first come, first serve. Instructions, I'm pretty sure I know how to use some headphones, so I'm not even gonna bother. So we're just gonna put this away. Okay, bye box. Now these are the actual headphones, and I'm just gonna unzip them. I pulled the wrong lever. Gonna pull this, if I can get this out. I'm actually having trouble. There you go, okay. So if we actually look at the zip, as we can see it's Sony. For you it's backwards, for me it's backwards too. And if we look on this side, Sony. I actually like the feel of the case. It's actually pretty sturdy, and it's hard, which is good, so you know, can't be afraid. of dropping it if you want to. Don't drop it from a big distance. That's something I do not advise. Let's actually have a look. And on the side, still sturdy, still cool. And if you actually look at the headphones, it's actually really nice packaging. The feel, the padding's kind of, I would say glossy. That's the feeling, but it's not a yucky glossy. It's a pretty cool glossy. It's got a nice feel to it. And if you actually touch the sides, the Sony logo is bumpy, which is nice. The outside feels like generic plastic, which is cool. And I forgot what you call this bit, but the I guess arms, that's cool. When you got a mesh up top, feels like normal mesh for your head. And other side, pretty much the same. Then if you actually look in here and take this out, you've got a little 3.5mm jack if you want to either connect it to your either keyboard, computer, or your laptop, or even your iPad if you still have the 3.5mm compatibility. So that's cool that they include it. And unfortunately, it's not a braided cable, which would have been nice. However, no, nothing is wrong with this type of fabric. It's not the cheap plastic, but it's, I would say, the more expensive plastic. And if we actually take this out, we can see that's for flight mode. If you want to actually plug this into a plane, I suppose. I don't think I'd be using this, but it's always an option if you're actually looking for that. And if we look in the very back, we grab this, and it's actually very comfortable. I would sleep in here if I could, but I can't. And if we look at this, we get a USB Type-C. So we got USB Type-C on the end and a standard 3.0 cable at the other end, and just some plastic you can throw away. Now this is probably, let's say, 30 centimeters, maybe. Actually, no, I would probably say around 20 centimeters long. So it's long enough, and you can just connect this to your either PC, MacBook, iPad. Actually, no, not iPad. PC, MacBook, laptop, gaming laptop, whatever it may be. Or if you have a charging block that supports this end, you can just connect it to a charging block and connect this USB Type-C end into the other end. And now for the actual headphones, if we take them out, comes out very nicely. Oh, and we got a little diagram too. So, 1 and 2. Actually, no, that's left, that's right. I can't read because I'm upside down. Left and right. Okay, so right controls all the functions, and the left controls, I guess, maybe a power. But no, here are the actual headphones themselves. They're nice. They feel good. The padding is actually very nice. It's very similar to the Hyper 2 cloud gaming headphones. Very similar. I would say, comparing these two, I would say this is a little bit softer, but the same type of mesh, and this mesh is a little bit harder, but definitely similar feeling. And can we actually, we can actually retract. So if you want to, you can go compact, or if you want to, you can actually stick it back in the case if you want to. And they maneuver only one side though, so I guess backwards or forwards, depending on your perspective. And we got this little edge in here. I actually want to know what this is. I actually don't know what that is. If someone in the YouTube comments can tell me what this little edge is, that'd be much appreciated. Now just moving to the side. So nothing on the side here. And we got the USB-C headphone cable right there. Nothing else on that side. Actually, no, I was wrong. You got another USB-C. Actually, I was pretty incorrect. Actually, I was incorrect. This is not USB-C. This is just a little, I guess, isolated area, ventilated area. This is the USB-C right here. As you can see, you got the charging cable. I assume when the little LED flashes green, you're charging. When it's red, you're probably dead in battery. And when it's solid green, you're fully charged. And moving on to the other side, we've got the same venting system, I would assume you call that. And you got volume down, up, left, right. So I assume this is touch sensitive, because no matter what I do, it doesn't click. And then we And if we actually look at the other side, we can see that you got custom and you got power to turn it on. Let's see if it actually turns on. Do I just click? No. Do I hold? Oh, it spoke to me. I'm actually going to turn this off. So I assume when it's flashing that means connected. So I'm going to turn this off. Wow, I'm actually going to hold this up to the speaker. So right now I'm holding the power button on. And she says power on. And when I hold the power button again to turn it off, that's very cool. Now we're actually going to try these on, so let me move the camera. Now if you want to actually put them back in before we go, you actually do this and you just simply place it back in. And fold that in. So it's pretty simple. You just close it and zip it up and be on your merry way. So I'm gonna re-unzip it, and we're actually gonna try these on for the first time. Now we're actually gonna try on the headphones, and I'm gonna turn this brightness down because it's killing my eyes. Alright, that's good. So you got where's the left side? That's the right side, that's the left side. And power buttons and all that stuff are on the left side. Wow, I can already tell that the noise cancelling is working because I have loud traffic and I can't even hear the traffic. If I take them off, traffic is clear as day. Put them on, I can barely hear the truck go past. That's pretty cool. So I'm actually going to turn them on. So I was pressing custom. So turning them on. I love the voice activation. She said power on and Bluetooth pairing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my phone. Right? So I got my phone. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go into my settings. I'm going to go Bluetooth. And it should pop. There you go. So it's automatically going to want to pair to my iPhone. So I just tap on it. And it's already connected. Just then it told me Bluetooth connected. So the accessory, Sony headphones, uses an app. So sure, we'll download it. And we will say Sony, and we'll say get. And we will just double click. Unfortunately my camera's not focusing, but I'm opening the headphone app. Headphones would like connect to your Bluetooth, that's fine. And we'll hit agree, tick, agree, terms of policy, next, agree and start working, and say allow, connecting, 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 and let's see if she actually says anything, still connecting. And as you can see, we are registered. And say OK. Then I want to say, what I want to say is actually process without restoring. Then I would just say next. Then adaptive sound control, I would say use. Then allow once. Adaptive sounds, I'm not okay with that. Adaptive sound control, sure, okay. Activity, I do not care. Last step, okay. 360 sound, sure. Now do you want normal sound or 360 sound? We want, ooh. That's very cool. It just played some music for me. Very big difference. Massive difference. Unfortunately, you guys can't hear that, but it's a very big difference. So just say next. Actually, never mind, going for it, you gotta pay for 360 sound. So even though we're not focusing, I'm going to say later. And yes, I want to skip. Go to dashboard. Go to close. And I'm gonna just say play. Immediate difference. Now if we actually open something like Spotify, for example, and let's say I want to play this song, it sounds good. And if we go back, it automatically changes on here. It sounds same, but it still sounds pretty good. Now so far, I'm pretty well enjoying these. It's pretty cool. So sound, I'm gonna turn off ambient sound control. I'm gonna click play. Wow, okay. Noise cancellation. Kicks in. It's very good. But if you want to hear things around you or your own voice, you turn on ambient sound control. Just turn it on. You can definitely tell the difference. You can't see it, but if we actually pause my music and we go back and we turn focus on voice, oh, and depending how high you actually set this ambient sound to, you can actually hear a difference. Right now I can so clearly hear myself, and if we click on focus on voice, I can very clearly hear myself. And if we turn focus on voice off and change ambient sound to lower and lower, my voice actually cancels out more and more. And if we turn ambient sound control off, then it's very noise cancelled. But for the video, I'm actually gonna turn it on and actually talk, and I will turn on focus on voice because it's much easier to actually talk. I'm running out of SD card storage. Whew, all the time this happens. Alright, I'm gonna clear up some space on my hard drive, well, SD card, and actually get back to you. Alright, so today is actually the next day. Reason being is because I went out with friends and and pretty much we're on the next day of this. So far I've been testing this out on my Mac and my iPhone pretty much, and unfortunately I can't do it on my computer because it doesn't have Bluetooth, so I can't really connect it. However, what I have done, I've used the provided 3.5mm cable. Now what I found out is that if you actually connect it to your either computer or your MacBook or laptop, then through your computer it sounds really good, and through your laptop, if you're using Bluetooth on your laptop versus this sounds so much better. However, if you're using your phone, then Bluetooth works amazingly, super well. Quality of the sound of the Sony headphones are super good. Now, so far I'm happy with my purchase, 1,000,000%, because I love the boost, I love the sound of everything. When it comes to voices, wow, the weather just changed and now it's really dark. Ugh. Yeah, well, I guess you're gonna have to deal with this. Anyway, so pretty much I'm really happy with this, and I do not regret my decision. And since I'm gonna go on a plane within the next couple of days, I can actually test out how good the noise isolation is, and hopefully it's good, because I do not enjoy playing, sound. It's a boring sound, and you can just hook them around your neck, and yeah, you can just be on with your day. And just for a demonstration purpose of what it actually looks like if you're walking around, so it looks like this. It's like I'm a model. But these are pretty good, even with noise isolation, it's good. And like I said, with the app, you can actually turn on ambient sound so you can hear your own voice. You can change it from noise cancellation to up to ambient control or ambient sound 20, and you can pretty much clearly hear everything. Or if you don't want ambient control on and you just want to turn that off, and you just want the noise isolation to actually just play its part without the ambient sound on, that's totally fine. And the switching between Bluetooth devices, so from my phone to my Mac, it's pretty much flawless, and it takes about 3 to 4 seconds to transition from the phone or the MacBook to the phone or the MacBook. So from iPhone to with your MacBook, about 3 to 4 seconds, and it's totally fine. Then switching back, same thing, pretty much 3 to 4 seconds. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you want to see a follow-up, maybe in a week or month, then comment that below if you want to see a follow-up with a full, more in-depth review than what I've currently given today. And other than that, this is Brendan from BlazeTech. I will see you guys in the next video, and until then, bye. Remember to click on screen for another video and subscribe to the channel, as well as smash like on this video if you have not already. I really appreciate it for the YouTube algorithm. We're nearly at 200 subs, so let's try and get there. Bye.